aba training centers ezitraining bakadama abagenda ebweru mulekeraawo kuwuddisa abaana abo abawala be mutraininga mulekeraawo kubawuddisa nga mwewoomya mbu mubatraininga mubalikodinga mubateekamu mu bimulowooza. Tuvumirira ne sekuvumirira kikalikulamu kya ministry ya gender ekiri just ideal nga tekiwa real picture nammwe ne mukigenderako okubanga mwongera okuteeka abaana bano mu matigga. Tutandise okuddamu okuwulira amaloboozi ag'abaana balaajana naye nga boolesa obubuyabuya ate nga buva mu training centers. Nga buva mu training center mwe mulowooza mugenda kubeera ng'abaana abo mubagamba bye mulowooza nga n'abamu ku mmwe abatraining nga temulinnyangako mu biyumba. Naye olw'okuba babawa license oba olw'okuba muyina zi recruitment agencies ne training centers, then you play compromise nga mulowooza mbitegeera nnyo. Mukola gwa kuwuddisa abaana bano. Abaana mubabuulire ekituufu nti mubatwala mu kafala system, mubatwala mu busibe, mubatwala mu mbeera ey'okuba controllinga nga tebalina waakussiza, mubatwala mu buddu. Stop pretending, you training center people. Stop lying about the reality. Stop hiding the truth when you are training these workers to go to Saudi Arabia, in any other country you want to take them. Stop the pretense. Even if curriculum ina byekugamba, you can use your common sense. Nolabya ddala ng'oli mu kulimba omwana w'omuntu ng'agenda tuuka ebweru atandika okukola amanyanga akola ggwe bye wamugamba ebitali real, ebitali practical, because this is what they have been doing and landing themselves into trouble mu miguwa nga bagezaako okugoberera the stupid nonsense you are teaching in your training centers. Apart from recording them to go hypnotized nga bakolera ku bye mwabagamba e Kampala, but in reality nga tebiriiyo eri ebibafuula okulabika ng'abawakanyi ba status quo, ne batuuka ebweru nga bavuya buvuya. Omwana agezaako okuteeka mu nkola gwe wamugamba mu training center naye nga tebikwatagana na mukama we byayagala essaawa eyo. Ye mukama we amanyi yagula kintu kye, yagula mbuzi ye, kyagala kyagikozesa nga guwa training center wamulimbyelimbye because mwagala osiga ekifaananyi ekirala wano e Kampala. You pretend, you lie to organizations, you lie to international bodies, you lie to everyone that you are doing good, yet you are doing the wrong. You are accomplices into this business. You are accomplices. If you are really there to help these workers understand the realities and go through these challenges, you are not yet to stop subjecting them. Please start telling them the truth. Nti gy'olaga bagenda kurepinga, gy'olaga mukama wo akwatirira abakazi, gy'olaga mukama wo mu musaala, gy'olaga mukama wo ajja kutulugunya, gy'olaga mukama wo tajja kukkiriza kuddaka, gy'olaga mukama wo bw'ogezaako n'otoloka kino nakino kigenda bw'ova ku muguwa okwo kufa bajja kudipootinga. Abaana mbabuulire ebituufu bye muteekeddwa obabuulira. Stop lying about them. We are yet to decampaign you for teaching the wrong. Secondly, mumanyidde ddala bulungi nnyo nti mutwala abaana bano mubateeka mubassa mu system nga tebatuukiridde, nga temubabuulidde kituufu. Because some of you zino training centers zammwe ate nga mwe bennyini mwe bannannyini ba company. Should we mention your training centers and your recruitment agencies? Zino training centers zammwe, we are wondering how you score these girls nga tebanatambula, if you don't qualify them even when they don't. Bw'obanga gwe director gwe y'omu, gwe ali after numbers, gwe atakkiriza kufiirwa ku numbers, then how will you fail your recruit? Onoomufairinga otya? Tosobola kumufairinga because ku numbers omwetaagako amagoba nga ne mu training center omusetting ogenda omubbeko 10 oba mufuneko 2 because temwerekereza. Okiwulira? How will you score them less? How will you protect these workers which you pretend in training centers that byebasomesa byakuba protecting? How will you protect them? You know? How will you protect them when you cannot avoid lying to them? When you cannot avoid taking them, because by the time they reach your training centers, basoka signing a contract. Which kind of system is that? Stupid and vague system that we are calling on the ministry to revise. How do you first make someone acquire a contract of work, then you train him or her? Then what is the criteria of him qualifying to get that contract? Before he has skills or competences to go and do that very work in a contract. In other words, abeera agenda kugenda nga wakiwugwe by all means. Whether she has failed a training or passed, she will go. And which kind of training are you giving apart from confusion and aligning yourselves to the kafara system? Pretending to be training, exploiting us, yet you are confusing. Mu confusing abaana bana bagenda ebweru. Abaana batuuka ebweru nga bakola the contrary from the reality. Why don't you start telling these migrant workers the truth? Why do you lie about them? Ngamba weweeta mwewoomya osanga ebikazikazi mu training center nga nokibuza senga wakolako ebweru nahambiruddemu nnyo ebyo traininga bino wakolako wa? You have no experience, even you're not supposed, you have no right to even stand before anyone who aspires, any prospective migrant worker, to say you are training that person. Training a passport, just like some company directors who don't have anything, who simply wake up and join the business of selling us like tomatoes. Stop this gambling on us. Otherwise, this is what is failing the whole labor migration. The accomplices aligned among you right from the beginning to the end. Nga tunaba kwogera kwabo abali eri, abali unregulated, nga bo nyinyi ba migrant worker mwabatwala bala coordinators bali mawanga go gimutwala abana bano. They align themselves to poach from those very contracts you award to these workers. And they also mislead them. Because they simply don't tell them to understand anything. What they want is to confuse them such that they benefit from their confusion. Just like you, the training centers and companies. You only align yourselves, you protect yourselves to keep confusing these workers such that they remain at your mercy. Basigale ku kisa kyammwe. Bw'otuukayo anti bw'ogera bw'oti akakubye kwa office, kubira office, stupid. Akubire office nga ye yamutundayo emukolere ki? Just use your common sense, gwe director wa company. Now what training center? Use your common sense. Akubire office eyamutunda emukolere ki? I want to abuse the embassy people because they may also want to do the same. Though some of them have already aligned themselves to their accomplices on ground, who only choose these workers to run away such that they can resell them from the embassy. This is the truth. Mulekera okubuzaabuza abaana bano, because many of their colleagues who have understood the truth and have learned how to go about their bosses' tricks, they are surviving within work, within their contracts. They are okay. They are able to identify the gaps. They are able to identify because what you are selling them in is a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap to let them suffer and run to your mercy. So now we are calling upon you, mulekerawo okubuzaabuza abaana, you training center people. First of all, mwe buzibu. If you were saying the truth, you would even insist and report to the ministry. You say, we have trained this girl, she's dull, and we have told her the truth. She doesn't want to understand it. Please, let her be scrapped from the contract list or from the list you are clearing. But you go ahead, because you want money, you clear the same people who are incompetent on the list because you also want money at the end of the day. You don't have mercy within yourselves. You don't even have that right. You don't. Because you are after money. You are after money. There's no way you can protect your money, your 200, your 150, your $100. that you gain from that girl whom you are yet to lie about. There's no way you will stop. And at the same time, you go protect your profit. At the same time, you protect the workers' right in that sense proactively. It can't happen. That means that puts you in a place where you don't actually fit. You better go open up recruitment agencies, and you also take. You lie like those who took them before, who thought to be Alpha and Omega, until we insisted calling on to a proper training. And when we called on a proper training, the hooligans were recruited to be given licenses to train, including some ministry officials who are claiming to be trainers or having shares into these training centers where they train what they don't know. You find a ministry official who relies on hearsay. Either on Twitter where migrant workers are not, pretending to be defending workers, or he's on Facebook or waiting for a TikTok or a WhatsApp kind of clip. And that's where he relies. We want you guys to also go on ground and understand these things. You work, take your time, go and work abroad. Then you will be in a better position to understand what we are pushing you for. Mugende mukoleke ebweru. Na tonnabeera kamisona wa ministry kutandika kwejinjika mu nsonga z'abankuba kyeyo. Otherwise, organize yourselves, put yourself to order. Mujja kanyagamba musajja ayogera bubi, atogerera bubi, atuvuma, is not applying his diplomacy, is not doing ABCD. There's no need of talking about decorum here on a death day or when dead bodies are falling. Which decorum do you want? And apart from you compromising everyone, what do you think we can tell you? Some of us shall not keep quiet, and this will put you in line. Mulekera okola ebyekisiru, mubuzaabuza abaana bano be mutwala ebweru, musobole okubakuumira mu miguwa, mubakuumire mu miguwa gy'obuddu. Mutunda baddu. If they are non-slaves, enlighten them about their rights. Let them go aware, such that they can stand and protect themselves using the law of the land of those countries and stop intermediating into their issues. When they must stand as workers, give them a recognition and give them space to fend for their rights. Do not intermeddle to say you are the one who took, you are the line ministry, you are the what, yet you can't do anything. You are just a compromised party with a socked tail. I wish this message can reach you all. I mean, the cartel in this labor recruitment of Uganda.